I do not know why tragedy so often follows after honorable men, but when I find myself without the answers, the answer is always more glory.
What kind of
All right.
what kind of contraption is that?
Yeah, that's a hurdy-gurdy. It's
Oh,
I actually saw it. The first time I saw one of these things live was actually at a Jimmy Page and Robert Plant concert, like right when they were going on tour, and they had one of these playing in one of their shows. It was actually pretty awesome. Anyway, Middle Eastern instrument.
and I know the song, the hurdy-gurdy man. He
Ah,
he he comes to town singing songs of love. That's it's like a '60s song, oldie, the
the
hurdy-gurdy
hurdy-gurdy
man.
man.
Yeah.
That's like hurly burly. So many intertwining words. Let's hear what the man at the White House has to say about it, though. Absolutely nothing to say about it, because you can't even freaking hear him. You can't even hear him at all. Welcome everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you enjoyed, the weekend and everything. And of course, probably our biggest thing that we're going to talk about today is Game of Thrones. I just wanted to touch on a couple of quick things, and then we'll get into some of the hilarious memes that are going on about the halftime show. But I wanted to first briefly talk about what's happening with Aegon. And I think it's important. The reason why I think Aegon, there's a million different ways or reasons that Aegon is so important, and it's because there's so many Aegons. There's Aegon the Conqueror, and Aegon the Conqueror happened before even the first season of Game of Thrones. So that's even beyond us. But one of the Aegons, one of the many Aegons that occurred in this lineage was the Mad King. And how many times did we hear them talk about the Mad King in Game of Thrones? It was always something, always happening. But the Mad King was Mad King. He would just kill anybody, and so everybody was walking on eggshells. But this guy, I think Egg is important here because he didn't see anything wrong with what he did, but he doesn't give a damn about his family lineage or anything that has to do with his brothers. He wants to be a knight, and that's just everything to him at this point. So as Duncan walks into and as the first time Duncan walks into the prince here, and he's really worried about his future. He's worried about things. And I couldn't help but think of one thing. Imagine if they all just decided not to believe, if they all just decided to not believe either of them, and Duncan was just kidnapping the prince. I mean, it puts him in this weird situation because he has absolutely no one to vouch for him. But I think what the coolest part about this is that everyone sees the goodness in him regardless, right? Even though he's just a guy, and they could easily just accuse him, throw him in prison for life, and he would never see the light of day ever. But I truly believe that they see the goodness in him. What do you think, DBS? Okay, well, we lost Death by Saber. I don't know what happened to him, but all right. So jump back in if you can, DBS. Let's see. Anyway, so Aegon, being as young as he is, sees the importance of honor, and which is why he gravitates towards Duncan.
Frank,
And that's go ahead. What was
sorry,
that?
my friend, I got back. I got knocked off for a second, but I'm back.
No, you're all good. You're all good.
Okay.
But I think that he automatically gravitates toward him, and that's just one thing that I just wanted to mention, is that we see all that growing, and this is something that we never see. We've never seen in Game of Thrones, let alone anything from Hollywood or anything from these bastards that are trying to provide entertainment for us. The first thing that Duncan does is defend Egg. Right in this scene, he's defending Egg, even though Egg basically lied to him, got him in this predicament in the first place, called him first, and that's something that upsets his uncle, in the first place. Anyway, there's so many layers to this. I don't want to get too caught up in the weeds, but all in all, I think probably the biggest thing here is that Duncan lives by the truth, and all of his accusers do not. They wallow in lies and half truths, spewing filth wherever they please. And I personally don't desire revenge for Duncan. I just want to see him be able to be a good example to others, because that's kind of what he does. He's kind of like a Luke Skywalker in that regard. He wants to present a good example for others, although it may not make a difference in the Westeros society. He still stands by these things. He still stands by the principles. Don't all the knights make some oath to protect the innocent? Whenever they ask him about that, he's dying on that hill. He's dying on that hill of becoming of trying to be the honorable knight that he took an oath to be, or says that he hoped to be. And I just have to say one thing while I'm thinking about it. His master, I can't remember his name. The guy, we keep seeing flashbacks of the guy who died in we saw him when he first. Arlen. It's Arlen. Arlen. That's right. Arlen Pentry. Thank you. So when Arlen Penny, I need to see some scene of Arlen actually being a good guy, because I'll tell you right now, so far, all we've seen him is being a bastard to Dunk, right? That's all we've seen is just
he would just give him a lot of B slaps during his childhood, a lot of bitch slaps, like pimp slaps, bitch slaps. Yeah. I want to say what's up to Stony One that's in the chat. Hey, what's up, Stony One?
What's up, Stony One? Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate you so much. Thanks for hanging out. DBS and I will be doing this, at least for the next foreseeable future, for the next little while, doing a Monday Madness with memes every Monday night at about 5 p.m. East Coast time, or 5 p.m. West Coast time. But just in all, keep in mind that the only reason this is happening is because Prince Arion is a pussy. So I just have to point this out. Prince Arion, this son of a bitch, this son of a motherless goat, this piece of shit. Or if I can find, can we get a screenshot of just that douchebag, please? This guy. So this guy, he does not even, let's see.
Arion is within his.
So he's given a chance right here.
A trial of.
He's given the chance to just back down and say, you know what? I was being a dick. I was breaking a woman's finger. I was breaking her fucking fingers while this guy defended him. No, but he decides, because he's a pussy and he doesn't want to fight him alone because Duncan's twice his fucking size. This guy says, oh, it has to be 7. We have to have 7 versus 7. So again, it's this funny thing where 7 occurs everywhere. 7 kingdoms, 7 knights. And anyway, lucky 7, right?
It was an ancient law, but it was still in the books.
Surprisingly enough, but he had to dig it up, and they were like, nobody knew who it was except for this one guy. He's like, it's an ancient law, but I hope this guy dies like a fucking dog, because he's such a motherfucker. It's just you see these people, and it's like we're supposed to care about him, but no, I don't care about that son of a bitch at all. He's just a bastard. He's been a bastard from day one. Okay, and then the next thing I wanted to highlight was this moment when we have the betrayal of Sir Stefan. But the biggest thing I wanted to point out are just the few good men, and we'll get to that right now here. So the reason why these are highlighted, and the reason why I want to really emphasize and highlight these dudes, is because these are the 4 or 5 good, or 6 good dudes, right? Prince Baelor Targaryen, he's the guy that we see at the very end jump in. And the funny thing is, too, I wanted to point out, well, in a second, we're going to watch the scene with him. But we have Lionel Baratheon, he's part of the Baratheon family, which, by the way, I really hope that we get a Robert Baratheon rebellion. So in case anybody cares, and in case anybody gives a shit about this story, the Targaryens have been ruling forever. Why? Because they have dragons. That's why they rule. They've been ruling for the longest fucking time. The reason why this is happening is because they literally burn everybody to a crisp. They kill everybody with their fucking dragons. They've been doing it for years, decades, however long. And then the Baratheons, whom we see as king at the very beginning of Game of Thrones, the very first episode, we have Robert Baratheon. His rebellion is the one that overthrow the fucking Targaryens. He's the one who overthrows the Targaryens in the first place. So the Baratheon family is huge. It's huge in the story. Raymond Fossaway, he's the guy who betrays him right beforehand and said, "Oh, actually, you might need a second person." if I can find his picture here. This, and he's the guy who has the squire. And anyway, and of course his squire is the guy who, this is the guy who ends up stepping in and taking his place. And that's the moment where we have our goosebumps moment where we have him, get knighted right in front of them all. And Sir Humphrey Harding and Sir Humphrey Beesbury, Humphrey and Robin Reisling. So these gentlemen, these dudes are the guys who are stepping up. And I can't remember who actually, makes it through. We'll find out coming up, but just something to point out. Anyway, just something to think about. These guys are all good characters. They're good dudes. They're good men. They're the few good men that reside in a sea of shitstorm, like a sea of nothing but total complete dickheads, complete assholes. So it's one of those things. Let's see if we can, I did want to highlight one moment, but I mean, we already talked about that. Did you have anything you wanted to talk about this this episode?
When the desperate call was made, these brave men stepped forward.
Yeah, let's. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. You want to see this scene. Let's see.
Twice, but for its thwart, and you have traded there on a.
This is where Stefan, Sir Stefan. Just remember the word Stefan. He's a bastard. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, Stefan.
So Stefan's the one who decides to take. He gets a promotion for this, but we have and it's great. I just love Squire jumping. I'll fight. I don't care. And it's just great. It's just great to see people abandoned, because in this world, family is literally everything. And I think that's important to point out, is that these people are just tossing that aside, something that they've been taught their whole lives that is like literally means more than anything. And they're tossing that aside for honor, respect, and duty, and all these things that they're supposed to be. And perhaps maybe for the gods, or we're not sure, but it's interesting to think about. And it's just a beautiful story. And it's great to see something that's hopeful in all this. But let's jump ahead. I want to. So you want to see this scene, right, DBS? That's what you're talking about.
We served many of you. Ate at your tables. Slept in your halls. He was a good man.
See, he says that, and this just points back to what I was talking about before. We haven't seen him be a good man at all. all we've seen is him treat Duncan like shit. But anyway,
yeah,
I hope that we can see him do good at some point.
And he taught me how to be a knight. Not just sword and lance, but honor.
That's the important factor here, is that there's so many asshole knights out there that have the sword and lance but have zero honor. Let's move it forward a little bit here. One guy stands and mocks him. But anyway, yeah, so it was a great episode, really good stuff. Anything else you want to add, DBS?
No, that is disrespectful, right? And it was disrespectful 1,000, 2,000 years ago, and 1,000 and 2,000 years from now, it'll still be disrespectful.
Yeah, it's timeless disrespect.
Yes.
Timeless.
Unless there's medical advances where we don't have to pass gas anymore, it'll still continue, and it'll still be disrespectful.
It'll still be disrespectful. It could be the beginning and the end, and you could even the ice dragon at the end of Game of Thrones could be farting and disrespecting the own people that he's. But this is. Go ahead.
I said that disrespect was way before the middle finger.
Yes,
way before the middle finger.
It presided the middle finger. The fought presided the middle finger back in old England days in 1612. So this is the scene I was trying to find earlier that I think I love. But it's so fun. It's weird because he comes from far away, and so it leads you to believe that he doesn't even hear his speech. So he gets done with this huge long ass speech, And is there not a good knight among you? Is there anyone with honor? Blah, 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 blah. He goes on. And out comes Prince Balor. And he's, I don't know. It's like you don't know if he actually heard him or not. But
I will take the Duncan side.
It's just fantastic that you have this guy jumping on the side, and even his own brother says to him that, attacked my son.
Attacked my son.
See, you attacked my son. He's like, I don't care.
This man protected the innocent, as every true knight must.
And so the infection ensues, right? So you have Prince Balor joins the ranks in Duncan's side, and we see the infection spread. The infection of true honor, nobility, and protecting the innocent and keeping the oath that they swore to uphold spreads like wildfire throughout and amongst the corrupt bureaucratic pieces of shit. It's just amazing to see all this happen. So it's beautiful. It's great. It's great to see an actual real hero with real honor enter this world, because I still think maybe we have yet to see it. I'm not sure that we have seen that. I don't know. This might be the first time. I have no idea. Anyway, so let's get into the memes. So if anyone, just in case anybody cares about the ridiculousness that happened with the Super Bowl last night, if you ever want to hear some good hip hop, this is the good. This is good. Right? I mean, I like it. I don't even know what they're saying, but it's pretty good, right? I like it. I like the music a lot, actually. But since then, of course, we have this madness. So we have this guy. Let's start with this video right here. People trying to figure out what Bad Bunny is saying. So.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, they should have made a meme where Johnny Depp and Willy Wonka is like, mumbler, you're a mumbler. Somebody should have made that meme.
Just for a while.
Okay. Anyway, I just think it's funny. I think it's really funny. I mean, I don't know if anybody else does, but I think that's pretty damn funny. And so Google searches for ICE tip line surge during this happened. So everybody's just like, what the hell's going on? I can't understand what this guy is saying. Get these people out. Anyway, it's just funny. Just have to.
Well, I would like to know what the NFL is going to do for next year. How are they going to top this for next year? We had the Bud Light commercial, and we had this. Now I want to see how they're going to top this for next year.
Yeah. Well, they had there's also the Mandalorian Budweiser commercial, right? The Mandalorian Budweiser commercial. Did you see that yet? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's see. Someone.
I am gonna read the song for everybody.
Okay, this is good. So this is the words
at the Super Bowl. Here we go in my best funny voice. Mammy, what do you want? Your shark has arrived. I want to grind on you and smoke a blunt to see what is hidden in your pants. I want to grind on you and grind on you and grind on you hard. I want to grind on you and smoke a blunt hard. I want to grind on you and grind on you and grind hard.
Anyway, it just keeps going. All right. Anyway, I think it's funnier than most people do. So maybe not everybody thinks it's funny, but let's.
It sounds very offensive in English, but when it's in Spanish, it's not offensive.
Yeah, well, especially when you have a bunch of people twerking to it and everything, like it's supposed to be. But it's blatantly obvious anyway. So this is general.
It was an orgy of dry humping.
Yeah.
Fuck you. That's what Roger Goodell and the NFL said to you, your family, and all women in the United States of America. Fuck you.
Anyway, so this is more of the backlash, right?
Please. Hey, sing. I mean, like, what is this? God, please. This is ridiculous.
Let's keep going here.
What just happened this morning on the night?
Okay, that's not right. Sorry, that's something else. Sorry. Okay, let's continue. Anyway, let me see if I can. Is this the right? We did this. Did we do this? Okay, this one's actually pretty funny. I think all these are funny. I'm not sure that DBS does. I don't know if you think it's funny. I think it's hilarious.
It's really offensive, actually, in so many ways. So this is
I mean, part of it's even funnier hearing these guys read it too, like, and how them getting offended.
262. These are the lyrics sung during his halftime show. If you translate it into English, we had to blur out that much. And I'm sorry, 11-year-olds are watching this, so earmuffs. I'm going to try and do it the best I can, but it's on the other screens. And it says, "Real G, guiding the new generations with the OG one, galactic style lust. Yes, so that your blank get wet, get blank and versatile. More blank than Betty Boop. The one who got horny Miami was you. I stay killing with the U. Blank, 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 push it in. Blank, 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 blank. Yes, push it in. Blank, 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 push it in. Your blank rubbing my blank, push it in. This year I don't want blank, push it in." This is what they put out there.
So thanks. Anyway. I needed the instructions on how to perform sex.
Yeah, it was in Spanish, so a lot of people didn't catch it. It completely.
Anyway, that's pretty. I just think it's funny. I think it's funny just the way people are reacting too. I mean, the whole thing is just ridiculous and stupid. When it comes down to it, the music sucks, and that's just really what it comes down to. If you're gonna have really bad artists, because they used to have pretty good artists on there. Michael Jackson was the Prince was up there, Madonna, Janet Jackson, everybody. Like, so many great artists have performed there. I think that's the problem, that you have this.
They even had Bon Jovi, Sir Paul McCartney.
Sure. Yeah. It's just when you have that type of, caliber of artists showing up there, you're going to have expectations that come with that. Right. And, it's just the run for cover is going, through the roof on this. These people continuously saying that.
California. So those are 7.
So, okay. So we're going to move on. So real quick, just a couple of quick stories and we'll get out of here. I appreciate everybody hanging out, listening. This is funny because this actually this story blew me away. This is before we get into that, I want to show you this. So these are apparently 500 private jets departed California immediately after the Super Bowl. So they were all flying in there to go watch it, and then all those sons of bitches will be preaching to us about climate change later on. So yeah, screw you guys. I'm going home. So, but finally, the story I wanted to end with here was this one, and apparently, let's see. Sam Darnold just won the Super Bowl and lost 71,000 because it was in California. California's jock tax bills him $249K
for winning the Super Bowl. The winning team, each player gets $178,000. In other words, the Super Bowl isn't a part of their salary. And because the game was played in California, and California has a jock tax, and they look at duty days. So each team spends 7 days in the state of California. So those are 7 duty days, and they pierce your regular salary at 3.5%. So he has to pay, when you take in account he got the $178,000 plus his overall salary, he has to pay the state of California for spending 7 days there $249,000.
That's just so stupid.
I mean, yeah, but it ends up costing him $71,000 to go play in California. Now, if I'm the NFLPA, now you got to remember, it's probably even more than that, because since he's in Seattle, he's playing against San Francisco 49ers. So that's another day he's there. And he's playing against the LA Rams. That's another day he's there. So he's probably had like 9 or 10 duty days, or maybe even more than that, in the state of California. So if I'm the NFLPA, I'm like, hey, we're not playing any more Super Bowls in California.
Anyway, isn't that ridiculous? So anyway,
yeah,
just thought I would do that. And you know, people, this video, we're not even going to play the audio from this, but it sounds like just some lady complaining about them not playing the real, you know, the real halftime show. But it's just like, it seems performative and lame and probably a staged piece of crap lie. But I don't know, I could be wrong. And last but not least, the very last meme of today is,
make sure that all teachers and make sure all the school teaching the children how to be a homosexual, and make sure that all teachers are the transgender. So that is what important to me. And make
anyway.
Emotional damage.
All right, everybody, subscribe to Death by Saber. His channel is in the link in the description below. Appreciate all of you for hanging out, and please like, share, and subscribe. I cannot say thanks enough. Appreciate all.
And
of you.
I want to say thanks to Cotton. He's in the chat. Padre.
Oh, hey.
Hey. All right. So yep.
Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you all, and have a thanks. Is it Cotton Caboodle? Just kidding. It's Hey, thanks for joining, everybody. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you next Monday for Monday Meme Madness. Thanks again.